We have a lot of exciting updates in today's video, from the first time look at a possible $25,000 Tesla, new features added, deals ending, and more. Let's get into all of it in today's video. The unique thing about Tesla is sometimes features are changed on their vehicles that don't affect the worldwide fleet. A good example of this is when Tesla premiered two new colors out of Giga Berlin, Cherry Red and Quicksilver, to then introduce those colors in Shanghai, and then years later the United States received Quicksilver first in the Model Y and then the Model 3. Well, we see a change like this just happened that could lead us in the first look of a $25,000 Tesla. But first, did you hear about this? More people are considering a Tesla, and for good reason. JD Power ranked Tesla's supercharging network out of a scale of 1,000 the highest satisfaction for EV owners. Their charging network, which is constantly expanding worldwide, scored a 731 out of 1,000 on a electric vehicle experience study by JD Power. Also, did you know in 2024, the Model Y is the most American car you can purchase of any vehicle? Elon commenting on this fact on X, 70% of a Model Y's components are American made, with the Cybertruck being the most American made truck you can buy as well. Did you hear about this? New features just announced that might give us the first glimpse of a $25,000 Tesla. Let's go over these new features and what is to come. Introducing the new Model 3 package for Tesla's Destined for Mexico. Brand new seats were just unveiled that are a change from the vegan leather most Tesla owners or buyers are used to. Introducing the new Model 3 package for Tesla's Destined for Mexico, we see a new textile seat. This taking place of the vegan leather seats Tesla owners and buyers are used to. So not only are these vegan seats a change from what Tesla is used to, they also will not be heated or ventilated in these Model 3s destined for Mexico. Did you know that cost savings is a big factor for Tesla, as they're competing in markets like Shanghai with a competitor called BYD, who makes a car that starts at $15,000? So let's continue with these future changes, and this could be some hints at a cheaper Tesla coming. But before we do, two changes I want to make you aware of so you don't miss it. The 3 months of free supercharging if you take delivery now has ended on August 15th. I'll put a picture on the screen of all the other incentives going on right now. I would definitely take advantage of that low financing. Also, number two, if you are military or a first responder, you're now going to get $1,000 off an S3, X, or Y, but now Tesla has added that $1,000 discount to the Cybertruck as well. I'm just going to pop in here and say all of the best Tesla accessories like this console organizer are linked down in this video's description. If you are purchasing a 3, Y, or any Tesla, check out those accessories down below. Let's get on to the next point. So continuing on with this list of changes in the new Model 3, it might seem like a small change, but the ambient lighting that the new Model 3 Highlands have that change color, an interesting change, are now only going to be a white ambient color. So this one's kind of interesting because I have LED lights in my Model 3, and LED lights are fairly inexpensive. But when you multiply that cost over millions and millions of vehicles, it definitely can add up. Let's go into the next change. There will be no heated steering wheel again in these Model 3s destined for Mexico. One of the biggest changes in my Model 3 is right here versus the Model 3 Highland. When I test drove the Highland, the interior cabin noise was super quiet compared to previous models. Well, one thing this new Model 3 is going to change is that acoustic glass. There will no longer be surrounded acoustic glass, only in the front two windows. If you do order a long range or performance, it's going to have acoustic glass all the way around. Again, why are we going over this? This could be signs that Tesla is aiming to make a cheaper vehicle, but that is not all. One of the biggest changes, in my opinion, this new Model 3 destined for Mexico is no longer going to have the rear screen that you're going to get here in the US and Canada on the Highland refresh. So obviously an entire screen with technology that controls the air, the volume of the music, browsing on the web, that one is probably a big cost savings. I'm going to ask you a question and you can answer to yourself, or you can put your answer down in the comments section below. If this is a $25,000 Tesla and all those features, the heated steering wheel, ventilated and heated seats, acoustic glass, ambient lighting, and more, if those changes are made, would you buy this Tesla? There's a big factor to keep in mind, and here it is. The changes I just mentioned, the ventilated seats, the acoustic glass, the ambient lighting, the different textile seats, those changes make that Tesla almost identical to the current Tesla that I'm sitting in that I got only years ago in 2021 for $40,000. So if these changes were made, would you buy a $25,000 Tesla to get an entry-level car that was priced way higher just years ago? For those of you who are thinking about a Model Y, we're going to go over the Model Y refresh in a minute, so hang on for that. But the final point, and one of the most important, these changes are not coming to the US or Canada, at least for now. It has been confirmed these are Model 3s destined for Mexico that are getting these changes. Could that change? Is it possible a $25,000 Tesla is coming to the States and Canada? Yes, it is always possible. Let's go over the refreshed Model Y. Let's see what these changes could be. If you haven't seen it by now, I'll give you the short version. 2 images came out of what appears to be some of the refreshed Model Y features. A new LED bar is possible in the rear of the car, and new ventilated seats have been spotted with ambient lights on the door. So some changes that are in the Highland and some new changes as well, but check out this possible rendering. The refresh is not coming until 2025, but some things to get excited about are these possible changes. Elon confirmed this is not happening until 2025. I would say Q1 or Q2 at the latest, but check this out. A new rendering has made its way around the internet of the Model Y refresh. Could there be an LED bar on the front of the vehicle? In my opinion, it doesn't really make sense for Tesla to do this, but nonetheless, it does give you some good ideas of what a refresh could be. A Tesla really is a great purchase. Did you know that compared to a hybrid vehicle, a hybrid takes 4.9 times longer to cancel out those lifetime emissions versus an all-electric vehicle? So signs that a $25,000 Tesla could be on the way, a new Model Y refresh coming next year, Quicksilver making its way to the US and Canada and more, and versus hybrids, Teslas are much better in lifetime emissions as well. If you made it this far and you found value in this video and want to support the channel, I created a Patreon. It is linked down below for $3 a month. You can support the channel. All of those proceeds will go to a Model 3 Performance. So help me get there. Your support would be greatly appreciated. And of course, the only way I know that you're out there watching is to drop a like. Again, this is Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.